We are the only restaurant in this country which got the opportunity to open inside the Red Fort.
Cafe Delhi Heights has served over 30 million customers across India. Today, we will learn what it takes to run one of the largest cafe chains in the country.
Very rarely you will be successful.
40 outlets, 4,000 seats. What runs in your mind?
3 generations can eat together.
Here you'll get all the things which you want.
Greedy businessmen na want everybody to eat at the place. Somebody introduces me. They tell me, oh, Mr. Juicy Lucy. यार एक board लगा देते हैं.
Juicy Lucy sold till now 6 legs.
30,000, yes, 295. So these are not planned marketing.
And make a really juicy Lucy.
Has food always been on your mind?
Every time we used to travel, इतने बड़े-बड़े menu चोरी करता था restaurants के all over the world. Yeah. He was looking for his interiors the way he wants the restaurant to look, and I was always grasping a lot of food knowledge. Our parents started banqueting way back in 1989, so I was always born in food, seeing food. So my inclination towards food was very high.
I was more into architecture and constructions. He was pretty decently handling his part of food. And then one fine day he gets up and he says, Sharad, I want to do something more creative because you're wasting my creativity.
What my parents started, it was amazing, but I wanted to do something which I can, do it myself, my way. That is where I adapted everything, the food part of it, and his sharp business sense to make us as a team to make the business big, This is how it happened that in 2011, Crosspoint Mall in Gurgaon, DLF Phase 4, we started our first Cafe Delhi Heights.
What runs in your mind before you took a location out?
As I said, I was into real estate earlier, so had a little pulse of the market. The one you're standing at, one of the destination cafes, people would come to Promenade Mall from different part of the city. One in Gurgaon, it is more of a neighborhood cafe where people would literally step down every day and come and have one meal of the day.
And what was the initial menu like right in the very first restaurant?
250 dishes, same as today. It is world cuisine where 3 generations can eat together.
The biggest challenge is where do you eat at 5 o'clock in the evening? You really don't want to spoil your dinner also, and you are still hungry and you don't want to eat heavy also. So what all choices do you have?
Here you'll get all the things which you want.
Greedy businessmen want everybody to eat at the place.
All your stores are like owned by you or like franchisee model.
So we have approximately 6 franchise stores out of 40.
Franchise is also FOCO model. Franchise
model.
own company operate.
Because the demand was so much that we were not able to reach out those places with the kind of bandwidth and the setup we had. And also we wanted some local support because every state in India literally works under different parameters.
What's the FY23 revenue if we talk about?
So we should be closing this year anything close to 150. Target of closing 24 by above 200. If I consolidate myself, my bottom lines can rise much higher. But we still operate anything between 7 to 12% of bottom lines. Then we have those gestation period for the new outlets which come in.
General break-even duration for such businesses?
See, break-even is an operational break-even. Okay, OPEX break-even.
Return,
what you're talking about is ROI.
Return on investment. How much do I earn over a period of time that my investment is out for me? It can vary from 24 months to 48 months.
How is your expense distribution like?
Initially, when you're making a restaurant, it's a capex heavy business. Then you're talking about OPEX. In our kind of format, we try to maintain 30 to 35% of our food costs. Occupancy costs anything between 10 to 15%. It can be variable from location to location. Employee costs anything close to 17 to 18%. Can go higher also. Utility cost is close to 5%. The maintenance cost also comes around 2%. Then we need to keep something for our bottom line also.
So the unit economics depends largely on the kind of format. We are a casual dining and a QSR mix kind of a place. A pure QSR like McDonald's and their pricing points are different.
The heaviest part of a restaurant is kitchen. 20% to 30% of the cost goes into the kitchen.
See how my confidence goes high the moment I'm in front of the kitchen.
अगर कोई एक फैमिली आती है तो उनका एवरेज खर्चा कितना होगा?
Average per person 750.
मतलब सब लोग 3,000 का बिल बना के जा रहे हैं.
Sometimes it's cheaper than to cook at home when you come to Cafe Delhi Heights. That's the reason you're able to fill up 40 outlets, 80 to 100 covers, 4,000 seats in a day, 12 hours of operation. If you're value for money, then your occupancy will be high enough.
Ultimately, it's the numbers which you make your operating plans for so that your bottom line is good and healthy. And then you standardize, make sure that your expense on a particular department is controlled in that manner without taking anything from the consumer. Consumer के साथ compromise नहीं होता.
what is that one differentiator you feel works for you?
There are certain restaurants you can't be freely conducting yourself. In our cafe, you would be in your shorts and slippers, and I could be in my suit. She could be in any other form of clothing. All can be at the same place without feeling intimidated about it.
You are the people who decide what we have different.
And it's a law at our place. If the consumer does not like the dish, please don't charge. If he doesn't want a replacement, don't charge. The only way we can improve our business is the consumer.
There used to be one customer used to come us very constantly. He said, I am coming from Noida for you people. So when we opened our Noida outlet,
In fact, Crosspoint also, the whole team of Zangura used to come. They used to tell me this is so much of a Mumbai kind of outlet. That instigated us to go to Bombay and open, The most appropriate way of the brand keeping in trend is the feedback which we get from the consumer.
इतना बड़ा मेन्यू जिसमें हर तरह का क्विजीन है, सो वो कौन-कौन से challenges आप face करते हो उसको maintain करने में?
What you're asking is the most difficult thing in the food industry for any brand to do. The biggest thing is continuous training, continuous tasting, not leaving the touch with the food and the kitchen with your key people, and creating a team where you're able to maintain the quality.
Normal dining time of a
50 minutes to 75 minutes.
Okay, and this is like higher than the industry or lower than the industry?
For a cafe, this is something which should happen. If people are not spending time in the cafe, your purpose is defeated.
So yeah, washing machine, art installation, thinking behind this.
when you're sitting in a restaurant, your eyes eat first.
You need some interaction, नहीं तो घर पे बैठ के खाना खा लेंगे खाना तो घरों में भी अच्छा बनता है You need to have a conversation with the brand and you'll think, why a washing machine? It's a DJ console, live. Oh, it means there are gigs happening here. And to create that curiosity in the mind of the consumer also, just to give you a great experience. Apart from giving great food, Cafe Delhi Heights is a brand of great marketing and communication.
So which are your top performing restaurants?
Who's your favorite teacher? Can you answer that question?
There are different criterias. What gives brand more value? It gives more revenue to the brand. What suffices the marketing? We have an outlet inside the Red Fort. We are the only restaurant in this country which got the opportunity to open inside the Red Fort. You can't compare the monetary economics of that location to any other location.
So what was the story behind you opening up in Red Fort? I mean, that was quite fascinating.
We didn't reach out to them.
They
reached out to us. We'll talk about Red Fort, talk about Sundar Nursery, places which marks the soul of our city. Completely in a shadow, when the government has now taken so much of initiative of creating these things at a good level.
When you open up a new store, so how would you market it so that the consumers can know?
Thanks to social media, that people do advertisement for us. We get the advantage of opening in the premium malls where the organic traffic is very high. And our most targeted way of reaching people is the word of mouth.
Juicy Lucy sold till now 6 leg.
30,000, yes, 295.
So why are you specifically keeping a track? And secondly, since we are on the topic Juicy Lucy, I want you to show how it is being made and why it is being so popular.
Definitely. Juicy Lucy burger banao bhai.
The first outlet we opened, wherever I used to go, people used to tell me, your burger is amazing. I said, I didn't realize my burger is amazing. I thought all my 250 dishes are amazing. कितने सेल हुए हैं? यार चेक कर लेता हूँ तो मैंने कहा यार तो बहुत ज़्यादा सेल हो गए हैं एक ही महीने के अंदर. He came up with the idea, यार एक बोर्ड लगा देते हैं.
So we created a Juicy Lucy meetup for ourselves.
So these are not planned marketing. Happens. Consumer decides.
Yeah.
So what I was telling, the consumer decides what you are good for. This is how you kill it.
Yes.
Okay.
काफी gigantic है. From the point of innovation to the point of कि वो menu में आ गया, उसमें कितना time लगेगा?
अब तो काम इतना pre-planned हो गया है कि quarterly dishes भी pre-decided होती हैं because the scale has become so big.
R&D is also constant.
Food evolvement तो बहुत ही continuously चलता रहता है. अगर Love War Cocktails का 1st February से था तो everything was ready by 15th January. Recipes were done, the glassware, the presentation, the pricing, the campaign, everything was ready by 15th January.
Right.
जो इन्होंने अक्टूबर में प्लान
Right.
किया.
So would you recommend अगर किसी को restaurant start करना है to have that debt element also on their balance sheet?
It's completely to each to its own. If I can get a debt at 8% and I can create an income of 20%, so I can furnish my debt very easy. It's different school of thoughts.
This is a lamb burger, Juicy Lucy, and let's go and eat it and then we'll proceed.
Yeah.
तो अगर मेरे को खुद को एक रेस्टोरेंट चेन चालू करना हो तो व्हाट अपॉर्चुनिटीज वुड यू सजेस्ट टू फॉर मी टू लुक इनटू?
कुछ इसमें नीश पकड़ना चाहिए या लाइक एकदम जैसे आपने पूरा आउटराइट 250 डिशेस ऐसा?
सक्सेस फेलियर के एग्जांपल तो हर जगह पे है। मल्टी कुजीन, सिंगल कुजीन, क्लाउड किचन, QSRs के भी सक्सेस और फेलियर्स हैं। माय एक्सपोजर टू फूड वाज सो हाई बिकॉज आई वाज अ बैंक्वेटिंग एंड अ केटरिंग गाय एंड डूइंग वर्ल्ड कुजीन ऑल माय लाइफ. फॉर मी दिस वाज अ ईजियर थिंग टू डू.
But you need to know your strength at the end of the day.
Like just because the whole world is into food business, you can't come into it. You have to be passionate enough to do
Yeah.
what you want to.
So what are the 2-3 pointers that
Prefer doing it with your resources.
okay.
First year will be very tough. You have to keep your money separate for 1 year. एक साल का OPEX loss का पैसा साइड में रख. Run it like a manager. Run it like a waiter. Order भी लो, kitchen में भी जाओ, billing भी खुद करो. This is what I have done in the organization. This is what he has done in the organization. If you don't do this, especially in this business, very rarely you will be successful. Put more effort in building the brand rather than building the business. So today also my everyday struggle is that I am very conscious about my positioning of the brand. My bigger focus is that how the bigger community in this country I can serve at a price which is great value for money and they feel proud to eat at my place. At the same time, every person working with me in this organization also should feel proud of working in the organization. Third thing, I have great respect for my vendors, colleagues, your vendors, your consumers. If all three are feeling proud of being associated with you, you made it, I think. So brands are built on ethics. बहुत टफ है, बट ये फॉलो परपेचुअली करना है तो इजी हो जाएगा.
Definitely I'm gonna try that juicy burger now.
You have to.